What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Some questions over on my live stream have been, how do you do boss damage like effectively? Because they'll see me using like Strand Warlock or something like that, where I'm just like grapple reloading all my stuff, and then like, how do you do that? So this video is just gonna be a quick comprehensive on how to do that. All right, so the first part of the answer of why I use Strand Warlock so much, Threat of Ascent is just, you know, really helpful. Pretty much it's like Demolitionist before Starfire got nerfed into the ground, and Threat of Generation, which generates grenade energy. Those two feed into each other and make weapon rotations fairly easy. So starting off with the rotation, you want to use something like Burden or Witherhoard or Conditional for like niche scenarios. I have Lumina on most of the time because I do a lot of raid Sherpa helps. You want to start off your rotation, pretty much shoot your gun. And then the other thing that you have to do immediately after, you throw your melee. Now I'm using Necrotic Grips because it generates damage over time, which again feeds into the whole generating grenade energy. You're pretty much proccing bait and switch. You want to fire something that's very quick to fire. So again, it's Burden, reload, melee, shoot your thing. Now you want to pop your super at this point too, and then you take out your rocket, start firing that off. And now when I pop my grapple at the ground, you see I get Threat of Ascent. That will just trigger a reload. So I'll be able to continue firing rockets. Pretty much just continue doing that rotation. So again, the rotation, shoot your gun, shoot this, melee, pop your super, go to town with rockets. So here's what that looks like once it's all chained together. Damage, all right, jump in.
No fucking way.
Put a rift down, that's all I got.
Here we go, final stand. Oh. Watch out for purple rain.
Okay. Whew. Missed that.
There we go. Now I mentioned the Lumina thing. Here's how you can kind of incorporate that. You can shoot Lumina, activate bait and switch, or you can shoot your teammates first. Shoot this. Now let's say you're on well, right? And you can't use Strand Warlock for whatever reason. What's a good way to continue the damage chain like that? Well, Rate of Fire exists. You get air dodge to reload your weapons. Pretty much can do the same deal as you normally would. Fire your rocket, and then you can dodge to reload. And it's kind of better because you can technically get it faster. The difference in jumping into your teammates with Icarus Dash exists. So yeah, that's another way you can extend your damage. Now, if you're a hunter, Celestial Nighthawk is the play right now. Big buff it got at the beginning of the season, 25% increase. However, if you are a loadout swapper, there's some shenanigans you can pull off. There used to be like some pretty much like bugged it out. You used to like be able to swap to Foe Tracer, get a bonus to your damage, all that stuff. But probably my favorite one is the Lucky Pants rotation. So pretty much you pop your super on your Goldie, immediately swap to Lucky Pants. You basically go to town with your hand cannon, pull out your gun, swap, and then you can trigger a bait and switch rocket or a grenade launcher or something else. So here's how it would look like in an actual damage scenario.
Or just because the talent for that counter only doesn't have the full. When you put them off, it does the talent. So that's how you get
Now in the past, I've run some stasis builds with same idea in mind. So the idea behind running stasis is that way you can proc Whisper of Impetus. Pretty much the rotation's similar. You know, use Lucky Pants, fire your hand cannon before stowing it, firing your energy, and then firing your heavy. Impetus reloads your stowed weapons, so Malfeasance will get reloaded again. But once you swap back to your Malfeasance, ideally it will be full on ammo. But the problem with that is that the Stasis Super isn't nearly as strong as Celestial with Goldie, so I've stopped using that, but that is another option for you to have. Oh, and if you're wondering about Titans, they pretty much got it rough as far as cool weapon swapping shenanigans. I've always been a big fan of using like Curus of the Falling Star. Solo content's really where Titans excel, in my opinion anyway. But for solo content, they have a ton of options. I mean, Strain Titan is obviously like the best solo damage thing in the game. Just combined with Navigator, combined with 1-2 Punch, combined with, you know, Worm Gods, Syntheseps, whatever have you. And I've certainly played around with Titan before. It's just not my favorite thing to use for raids, just because I feel like the options aren't nearly as plentiful as Hunters and Warlocks. So basically that's it for how to do damage in Destiny 2 the video game. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.